Hello, and welcome to Impera project, a project built on a dream. Life is full of small annoyances, little things that usually don't go as planned, and they are completely random, or so they seem. And usually these small things are sometimes more terrible than bigger tragedies, so to speak. You probably don't understand what we are talking about right now, but we will tell you some verses by Charles Bukowski before introducing the main topic of this video. It's not the large things that send a man to the madhouse. Death he's ready for, or murder, incest, robbery, fire, flood. No, it's the continuing series of small tragedies that send a man to the madhouse. Not the death of his love, but a shoelace that snaps with no time left. The dread of life is that swarm of trivialities that can kill quicker than cancer. These verses are from his poem, The Shoelace, and we hope you will go there and read it. The poems of Charles Bukowski are simply gold in our opinion. But this is not a video about Charles Bukowski, but it is actually a video about Murphy's laws. The laws which perfectly predict the worst kind of small tragedies. But before we go straight into the philosophy of Murphy's laws, we would appreciate it if you'd press that subscribe button, leave a like, share and comment to activate the YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much. Now let's start this episode. We know that Murphy's laws can come as a modern kind of culture, something that is popular nowadays, but they are actually very old. In a report by Alfred Holt, written in 1877, you can find the following statement. It is found that anything that can go wrong at sea generally does go wrong sooner or later, so it is not to be wondered that owners prefer the safe to the scientific. Sufficient stress can hardly be laid on the advantages of simplicity. The human factor cannot be safely neglected in planning machinery. If attention is to be obtained, the engine must be such that the engineer will be disposed to attend to it. But even earlier, you can find mathematician Augustus de Morgan, we hope this name rings to you all, writing something very interesting. The first experiment already illustrates a truth of the theory, well confirmed by practice. Whatever can happen will happen if we make enough trials. The Murphy's laws revolve around one maxim. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. In De Morgan's publication, you will find the maxim a bit changed. Whatever can happen will happen. It might seem a bit confusing, and we don't blame you for that. There is a theory that the name Murphy comes from De Morgan, misremembered or mispronounced. But we can find even more apparitions of Murphy's laws before it became popular. Stage magician Neville Maskelyne wrote in 1908, "It is an experience common to all men to find that, on any special occasion, such as the production of a magical effect for the first time in public, everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Whether we must attribute this to the malignity of matter or to the total depravity of inanimate things, whatever the exciting cause is hurry, worry or whatnot, the fact remains." So you can see, it is really hard to trace the origin of these laws. Some say they might come from Edward Murphy, but as you can see, in one form or another, the main law has been stated many times in different yet similar forms. Now that we know the history of Murphy's laws, let's start analyzing why these laws are so relatable by the common folk. We will read you a couple of these laws. If everything seems to be going well, you have obviously overlooked something. It is impossible to make anything foolproof because fools are so ingenious. Whatever you set out to do, something else must be done first. Murphy's laws are actually real, and proving that they are real requires just a little bit of logic. Murphy's law cannot be proven, yet is correct, as when you try to prove Murphy's law, you will see that the proof is incorrect. This is obviously due to Murphy's law, therefore Murphy's law is correct and proven. They are a bit of an inverse paradox. They can prove themselves by themselves, and there is little to no explanation why they happen. Some say it might be psychology, and that Murphy's laws are actually formulated in such a way that they make us remember only the times when they really happened. And so it might seem that they are always true, even if probabilities and statistics contradict them. There have been people who prove that these laws are not universal truths. For example, Richard Dawkins, who pretty much said that most of the things happen all the time, but we notice them only when they become annoying. He gives the example that aircrafts are flying all the time, but they are only taken note of when they cause a problem, such as an in-aircraft noise interfering with filming. From a more philosophical point of view, Murphy's laws require inanimate objects to have their own desires or to act accordingly to one's own desires, which might sound far-fetched, but it might be true given the nature of our world. There is no further explanation why they happen, but from a deterministic viewpoint, some things happen because they happen. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, don't forget to leave a like, share and comment, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.